I'm John Lee.
And I'm Nick Cook.
For Fuller Digital Solutions. This week's pregame show, we're sitting down with Kaden Anderson, our quarterback senior here, who's committed to play baseball at the University of Nebraska next year. So we want to get down and talk to him about everything that's going on. Thanks for sitting with us, Kaden.
Of course. Thanks for having me.
So let's start out with the big question. I know your family's diehard Hawkeye fans.
Yeah.
Why Nebraska?
It was a tough decision, and I surprised a lot of people with it, but it came down to a lot of little things because choosing a college, my family talked, is like it's not just about who's your favorite and what you wanted to go as a kid, and it came down to a lot of money, coaches, and where I thought I'd have the best chance of playing, and adding all those up together, Nebraska just felt like the best fit for me.
So what other schools what were your final schools you were cut down to?
At the point of committing, it was between Iowa and Nebraska. That was it.
So what was the other schools that were looking at you, that were wanting you to come?
Earlier in my high school career, I had a little bit of interest from Western Illinois, who's a small D1, and then I was talking to SDSU the whole time too, and they had interest, so I could have gone there, but I just felt like Nebraska and Iowa were the best choices for me.
I gotta say, Haymaker Park down there in Lincoln is a really nice field.
It is. It's a great place, and it's going to be fun to play at.
And I've said it from day one. Being a Nebraska fan and knowing that you and the family are diehard Hawkeyes, it shows a level of maturity that most. Are you 18 now? 17-year-olds. And heck, were you 16 at that? Even at 16, that people aren't looking at those things, and we knew it was tough. I was excited. John was heartbroken, yes. But regardless, we know you're going to do big things at the next level, no matter what jersey you got on.
Thank you, appreciate that.
So, why baseball? Because I know you probably had some looks at football too, and probably tennis now. Since you pick up a sport and all of a sudden you're pretty good at it. Like you started tennis last year and you make it to state. So why baseball over football? Why don't you tell everybody that?
As a kid, baseball was always my favorite sport. I started that at the youngest age, and baseball is kind of a sport that just ran through our family. I mean, my dad loves baseball. My brother plays baseball as well, and that's the sport we've been working on since I was a kid, and I've always just had a passion for it. It's super fun, and a lot of people might think it's boring because how slow it is, but I feel like I love that part of it, and how slow and quick movements it is, but slow game. I enjoy all that together.
Have you got to go to a game since they implemented the pitch clock?
Yeah, I did. I went to 3 Nebraska games this past spring and watched them play, and at that point they were probably already used to it, so it wasn't as big of a deal, but it definitely speeds up the game a lot quicker. The pitchers have to go a lot faster, the hitters have to be ready a lot quicker, so it's definitely, I think, going to bring a lot more fans into the game, and I hope it does because it's a fun sport and it's fun to watch too.
Yeah. I mean, like you're talking about playing since you're little. Being able to help coach you when you were little with your dad on some of those teams with you and Anthony, I mean, it was great. And seeing your baseball IQ at that young level, because you would come to practice and be like, "Did you see that game? Did you see?" You'd tell me like, "What?" And from a young age, I could always tell your love for the sport was there. Like you were very passionate about baseball. So that's why I kept trying to tell Nick, like, no, baseball is his number one sport. It's like he's very passionate at it. So I mean, I could see that as a young age, being coaching with your dad and you, and seeing you at a young age with how passionate you were, just at a young age, loving the sport and everything. So what positions they're going to have you playing there in Nebraska?
So right now, I'll probably start at shortstop right when I get there. That's where they'll put me there first, and then we'll see how that goes, depending on if they have a really good guy there that they want to stick there for a couple years. They'll probably move me to third base. That's what we've kind of decided, is I'm going to be on the left side of the infield, shortstop or third base most of the time. And then if something crazy happens and like they want me to play early and the best spot to put me is in the outfield, they're always open to that because they know I can play every position. I've done that through all my travel teams. Not many people have seen it at Glenwood, but yeah, I've played every position. So versatility is going to be huge for me, trying to play early, because that's the goal.
So last year, you kind of shifting to football. You put your name out there in the biggest way possible. I mean, you broke multiple records. You had great weapons around you, and John and I over the off season, we were talking like, man, we're losing some key people.
Mm-hmm.
But then after these first 2 weeks, I think you got more weapons than you had last year. I mean, how have you progressed and the team progressed, moving from last year's team to this year's team? And I mean, you guys are light years ahead, it seems.
Mm-hmm. I think one thing is just chemistry. A lot of the guys are my age, or I've known for a long time and have played football with at least. So we have a lot of chemistry together, and we've been able to play together, and that helps a lot. Like Peyton, Casey when he comes back, Trent, and then Jack, who I've known for almost my whole life. So it's nice to have those guys that I've known for a while. And then our offense has changed a little bit. I don't know if anyone can tell, but obviously we don't have a Cody Cross this year, so we can't just chuck it up deep every play and have some guy go get it. So we have to kind of just pick the defense apart a little bit and kind of take a longer route towards the end zone. But I mean, I like it. It makes me be a better quarterback and make better decisions, but also knowing that I have guys who can go deep and are really fast, it's a big weapon. And then also a big part is my offensive line this year. So yeah, my offensive line also is a big part this year. We got a bunch of big dudes who worked hard in the offseason and that knew they wanted to be the varsity linemen. And they just gotten a lot bigger, faster, stronger, and it's helped me a lot being able to sit back in the pocket and know that I got a bunch of guys in front of me who are going to keep me safe and comfortable in the pocket. So,
all right. So Nick has this big question. You might be torn on this one. He asked.
No, I'm not going to ask him.
You're not going to ask him?
It's not fair. It's not fair for him to have to choose. But I do have to say, when you heard LC got beat by Creston this past week,
mm-hmm.
What was your first reaction?
My first reaction was yes, good. I'm happy that happened. Second is how good is Creston? That's kind of what I was thinking, is are they just super good? But also this is a team that we can beat. And I knew that. We always have to think that. I mean, LC's always going to be a really good football team. They're well coached. They got a bunch of athletes who are really good at football. But we came in this year and we got a goal that we're going to be LC, and we're going to stick with that until something else happens. But yeah, I was pretty stoked to see that happen.
I can tell you, John and I, just watching you this season, we expect a lot, and we think you guys are going to do a lot of great things, mm-hmm. and I think you're going to surprise yourselves and probably the community and the state with what you all do this year.
I agree. We got a lot of big goals. Obviously, the end goal is a state championship, but I know a lot of people have us probably stopping way earlier. So even going as deep as semifinals or just making it to state again this year is going to surprise a lot more people, and that's all we really want to do, is prove ourselves. I mean, we did it last year. We surprised a lot of people and proved ourselves, and we want to do it again this year and put Glenwood on the map a little bit.
I mean, putting on the map. I mean, last year, Nick brought up, you set a lot of individual season records. Mm-hmm. You broke almost all the passing season records. You're on pace to probably break all the career ones in 2 years. So, I mean, what kind of expectation do you have for yourself? Any goals you have for yourself this season, besides not just team, for yourself personally playing?
Yeah, myself. Obviously, those career records would be nice. I'm not really sure what else other than yards. I'm sure they keep track of the touchdowns and stuff, but yards. I know it's somewhat close. I try not to look exactly what it is, so I'm not thinking about it.
It's kind of hard to walk by in the gym and not see it.
And then there's also, I have goals that not statistical, but just be smarter with the ball and less interceptions. Because I mean, last year I ended up throwing quite a bit more than I want to, And this year I want to be a lot more smarter with the ball and keep our offense on the field as long as we can.
That's some smart goals there.
So I got a hypothetical for you. Instead of the decision, you're in Nebraska. Coach Rule comes up to you and says, "Hey, I will let you play 2 sports if you come be my quarterback." Would you consider it?
I would be shocked. I wouldn't know what to say. That's for sure. But I'd think about it. That's for sure. But football's a tough sport, and I know that in the end I probably have a better shot at baseball. So I'd probably be like, I'm gonna be baseball first. But
I mean, there was a guy in Nebraska that did football for a year or two. I mean, Darren Erstad, the head coach, there for a while, played for the California Angels. I mean, I think he was the punter.
Oh, I don't know.
I think he was the punter for Nebraska when they won their national titles. He was their punter, but
I could do that.
Yeah,
if they asked me to punt, then I'd be like, for sure. But I wouldn't be like turned down instantly. No, at quarterback, but I'd definitely consider it and have that in the back of my mind just in case something bad happens.
Well, hopefully not.
Kate, anything you want to say to the fans and stuff about the season, or just in general?
We love the support. So whenever you get a chance, come out and watch us and support us. I think we're going to be a lot better than everybody thinks. So come watch one of Glenwood's best football teams. So it's going to be a fun ride, that's for sure.
Well, Kaden, I want to really thank you again for sitting down with us, just talk about your recruitment and everything else. I mean, I think a lot of people were always interested and wanting to know the story on everything.
Thank you guys. I appreciate it.
All right, everyone, welcome to another night of Glenwood Rams football. I'm John Lee.
And I'm Nick Cook.
For Fuller Digital Solutions. We're having a little difficult with audio tonight. Our audio mixer kind of did go out, so we're going to have to use the audio on the computer. It'll be a little different tonight, but we're going to try to get through a game tonight. As we're up here at Merrill Field in Harlan, Iowa, as the 2-0 Rams are going to take on the 1-1 Harlan Cyclones tonight. So, should be a really good matchup, Nick. What do you think?
Yeah, I think if we can make it through tonight and beat Harlan, me being me, I think we got a shot. Like, I can see the dome in our future.
I can't agree with you too, Nick, on that one. I mean, Harlan last week, got their first one of the season, beating Denison 48-20. Lost their first home game of the season, 21-20 to LC.
No, that was there because they
said
this.
This is their first home match. They lost week 1, 21-20 at LC.
And then LC last week with a surprising loss to Creston.
Yeah,
their first loss since 2017 in the regular season by anyone other than Harlan. So, yeah, that says a lot.
It does. So, I mean, it's going to be interesting tonight.
But we did start it off right with our the steak sandwiches.
Yeah, I got the steak sandwiches tonight. Very good, got up here a little early. Freshmen lost 35-14 in that game. So. And
then Harlan will be down next week to play our JV, correct?
Correct. On Monday. They come down Monday to play our JV. Our girls volleyball won last night 3-0 over Red Oak to move to 12-5 on the season. So.
And then, as you saw before, we were able to sit down with Kaden Anderson
to do the pregame.
Always a pleasure, and it's pretty cool. We can see that young man going and doing a lot of big things in his future, and for him to take some time out of his day to sit down with us was nice.
All right, we're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back after that.
At your local Russ's Market store, freshness is our top priority. We're committed to bringing you the freshest fruits and vegetables every single day. We are also proud to offer USDA choice beef. Get all your groceries with great deals in every aisle. Save more when you get our weekly specials online at russmarket.com today. Stop in for high quality and low prices at Russ's Market, because quality matters.
Yeah.
Digital Solutions started small, but now we're growing as FDS provides live streaming coverage for over 20 schools across 3 different states on our Fuller Digital Solutions YouTube channel. Subscribe to get notified when we go live for your school events. Big events are captured live, and your business can get noticed with advertising during our live streams. Local talent and camera operators are encouraged to contact us too. For future employment, no experience necessary, we will train. For information about advertising or working with Fuller Digital Solutions, email us and follow us on Facebook.
What's your broadcast set at? Video quality, top right corner.
Hold on.
Auto Center in Glenwood is a family-owned dealership that specializes in used car sales. If you don't see the vehicle you want on our lot, we'll do our best to find it for you. At Barrett Auto Center, we believe that after the sale is when we prove our worth as a small-town business. We have a full-line service department with the ability to diagnose, communicate the issue to the vehicle owner, and remedy the issue in a timely and cost-efficient manner. Schedule an appointment at 527-5525. You'll find everything you need with the local, personal touch. At Barrett Auto Center in Glenwood.
And then let me know when that.
Best Finish Auto Sales and Services, Glenwood, Iowa. Visit them online at bestfinishglenwood.com to see a full inventory of pre-owned vehicles. Best Finish Auto Sales LLC is proud of the quality used cars they sell and their dedication to serve the needs of their customers. And we have a full-service body shop and service center to serve all of your vehicle needs. You can count on the dedicated sales staff at Best Finish Auto Sales to help you. Visit us today in Glenwood or online at bestfinishglenwood.com.
Desktop in the back?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, everyone, we're getting reports of the being glitchy. We're going to stop the broadcast real quick and restart it to fix our video quality. We'll be right back.